Well, the president says he regrets the position ObamaCare has put millions of people in. And now we're learning, for some couples, that might include divorce. That's because under the new law, it's actually more expensive to buy insurance as a married couple than it would be to buy the same insurance as a non-married cohabitating couple. Sabrina Schaeffer is executive director of the Independent Women's Forum, and she joins us live from Washington this morning. Sabrina, marriage is in real trouble in this country. Fewer people are getting married than ever, with disastrous and very obvious social consequences. And here ObamaCare offers yet another disincentive to get married. Tell us what it is.
That's exactly right. It turns out that it is better in the world of ObamaCare to simply be living with your partner or cohabitating rather than be married. Because if you're a married couple and you earn, say, up to 400% of the federal poverty level, or $62,000, you do not qualify for a subsidy. But if you are two individuals who don't have that nice piece of paper from the government that says that you're married, then you can earn up to $91,000 and qualify for subsidy. So as you can see, it's not a small difference. This is a big economic impact that the government is discouraging people from getting married.
Yeah, $30,000. It's almost unbelievable, actually, that this wasn't pointed out earlier. So Obamacare has been the law for years now. Why are we just learning about this now? And did the members of Congress who voted for this bill understand that it included a disincentive to marry?
Well, I think that people anticipated this, and it's not surprising. If you look at our current tax code, if you look at Social Security, we find that marriage penalties happen very often. In the tax code, if a single woman is working the same job as a working mother across the street, she's actually bringing home more money than that working mother, that married working mother. Similarly, we have the dual income tax in the Social Security system. This also penalizes women who choose to work outside of the home and who are also married. So there's lots of instances in which government is actually discouraging Americans from creating that very stabilizing force, and I don't think it's terribly surprising why.
Well, it's grotesque. Being married is the single most predictive factor in kids' lives. If your parents are married, you're less likely to go to jail, you're more likely to graduate from high school, more likely to go to college, less likely to be on drugs and drink. I mean, this is established. This is formalized social science. We know this. Why in the world would they want to be discouraging marriage?
Well, I think, Tucker, you hit on the most important point. You and I are both married in part because we have a pile of kids at home, right? But no longer is marriage being sort of connected to that child-rearing process. And let's not forget, for Democrats, who is their most important voting bloc? It is those unmarried women. Why do you need a spouse when you can sort of run into the comforting arms of the state? They can take care of everything from cradle to grave, early childhood education, your health care, your Social Security. So more and more we are discouraging marriage, and you're right, it has some serious ramifications as a society.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in, political differences that, don't get bitter. But in this case, you're destroying the country when you encourage this. It is bitter. Sabrina, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Couples, forget the marriage rules you've been told to follow all your lives. This morning, we'll tell you which ones